Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. The biggest message to his team in the locker room is communicate and execute. In this situation, they're trying to separate themselves in the conference race. The Big Ten is so loaded, but on the road, it is going to be tough in this hostile environment. Over-communication at the line of scrimmage and executing every play, particularly on this opening script, that is their focus here after kickoff. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Throwing Reed. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Drives inside. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Reed. Lucky to get it off.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Owens. Got the first down. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Here's Reed to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Bender. Mustang.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Riley. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with
play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Owens. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This is a designed run. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Here's the give off the left side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Left side is Marsh. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Got his man. Great move. Now he's got room. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Marshall. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Owens. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Reed. Reels it in. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Five receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. On the move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Third and 6 yards to go. Tries to get it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return, they drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the single back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Second and long here. He's changing the play. Throwing Reed. He's going to fire deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown Aggies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you...
He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Underwood unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. Because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He shanked it. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Making the adjustment. Looking for room. It's Owens.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Runs through the tackle. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Aggie! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Marsh. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Turns it upfield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Marsh. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It is good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Uh-oh, look out. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 15 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's West Virginia engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild...
Oh, he wants it all. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to... Get away.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Had to force that one.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. Turning it on. The 50. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Finding some room. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Underwood on the play action. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Crease, it's Marshall. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down, Underwood. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Michigan. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Reed. Out wide left, it's Owens. At the 45 on its way. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Quick give. It's Owens.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Reed to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Quarterback changing the play. Gets the back moving. Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Right side, it's Owens. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Here's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it back to him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, Wolverines! The pick 6 has them right back in it. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This will test them. You just gave up the game-tying interception, and now it's on you to try to get the lead back. Left side is Owens. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Reed. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, it's Owens. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Reed. The screen. He can go. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Owens. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Reed. It's complete on the right side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field. Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. A run for the quarterback. Oh, what a move. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. They'll run him again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Four quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
We'll get it started here in overtime. The give to the right. Got a little space. Got the first down. Touchdown, Wolverines. They strike first in overtime.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just two possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating two-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Reed. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Trying to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. 3rd and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
2-14 close. 2-14 close.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Aggie. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. Throwing Reed. They didn't make it. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table for the 2-point.